Yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is SixShadows and this video is kind of different than all the other ones. This is kind of a channel update slash build video, and the build is for the base I was building on official before all of this stuff happened. I get quite a few comments of guys asking, you know, what were you building? What would your base look like if you finished it? Can you do a tutorial? So here it is. But while I walk you guys through the base and show you what the inside looks like, I'm going to talk about the support ticket that I have in with Wildcard. So let's get in the base. The good news is I have got in contact with one of Wildcard's GMs, and they're in the process of giving me back a character that is the same level as my current character, so level 75. I'm not really clear on if they're going to give me back my dinosaur and base and all of that stuff. But I do have an appointment. They made me schedule an appointment, which is kind of weird. So my appointment is on June 1st, and I'm going to meet with the GM in game, and he's going to go over the issue and like help me fix it. But yeah, so the Ark series is definitely returning in 2 videos time. So 2 days after this one goes up, there will be a PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds video, and then 2 days after that, the Ark series will be returning, episode 16. But until then, I'm going to show you guys how to build this base here. I think it's quite cool, the inside. It's got a lot of vaults in it, like, I don't know, 7 vaults or something like that, something ridiculous. Some inside turrets, stuff like that. And yeah, like a bunch of segregated rooms to make it more annoying to raid. It's got everything you need. You're never going to need to build bigger than this unless you're like, you know, storing gigas and quetzes and all of that stuff. So yeah, this base is probably way too much for a solo player anyway. This would have took me months to build on official. But yeah, it's good for like, you know, medium-sized tribes, 2 to 5 person tribes, stuff like that. But anyway, let's get into the build. I'll show you guys how to build it. Alright guys, before I get started, just quickly, the resource list is now on the screen as well as in the description. Please note it does not include the resources for defenses such as turrets and Plant X. And one other thing, you can double wall, double foundation, double ceiling, all of that stuff, and I recommend it if you're on a PvP server. But for the sake of the video and saving time, I'm just going to do single everything. So let's get into the build. First up is foundations. The thing I like to do first is do a 2x2. This is like the central part of your base. And then out the edge here, go all the way around. There we go. So this is the base area. And then for dino storage, go out 1, out to the side. Alright, there we go. So the foundations are done. This is the shape you're looking at. The next thing I like to do is just chuck a doorway here, and then like section off the 2x2 area like this, just so I can see where everything goes. And the first thing I'm going to build is the forge area on the side here. So just chuck your walls in, just go too high here, chuck a door at the end, and then start placing your forges. So you're going to want to look for this line on the backmost foundation. Hang your forge over the line by about half, not too hard. Just put 3 on the ground here. Get out a metal catwalk and put 2 more foundations up on the catwalk. It's a little buggy, but it'll eventually place. There we go. Now we're going to drop a vault into the back here. So for that, I'm just going to fly up. You guys will have to build out of thatch. And also I'm placing the ceiling out of metal. Make sure you guys do it out of thatch. So get your vault out. Nothing special for this one. Just make sure it's not hanging off any of the sides. There we go. Drop it in. Destroy the ceiling. And sealing it off. And there we go. You got the forge area done. 5 forges with a vault at the back. Can access everything. Easy. Next up, I like to do my fabricator placement. So come to this back part here. Alright, so come to the back of the base here where I am. Place your fabricator here. Make sure you can still place walls on the outside. Nothing too special there, pretty easy. Place your walls on the side. And in here I like to drop 2 more vaults. So we're going to do that next. Chuck your walls all the way around. Ceilings out. So get out your 2 vaults. The first one on the right side. Just place it at the back right corner of the ceiling. There we go. Looks good. The second one, you don't want it too close to the left. So just put it in the middle of this one. There we go. Looks good. Let's drop these in and sealing it off again. Alright, if it worked, you should be able to access everything, including the vault. There we go. Vault, fabricator, second vault. So that's perfect. That's the fabricator room done. Alright, next up I'd like to do my generator. I have showed this method before, and some people said it didn't work for them, so I'm going to show you how to do it now. Place a window down, go inside this area, and open your window outwards like that. Then you can go ahead and place the second window. You're going to want to get out a generator, and place it as close to the window as you can. There we go. Chuck down your cable, chuck down your cable, power outlet, and we're also dropping a vault into this part, so put your walls on, ceiling on. Alright, get your vault out. This one you just want to place it close to that window there that you can see on the screen, and close to the back part, kind of like how I have it now. There we go, looks good. Let's drop it in, and you can access this vault from this window here, and if it all worked out you should be able to access the inventory of your generator like that. Next up is the smithy room. So right here next to this window you want to place a metal catwalk like that way. Get out your two smithies. You're going to want to place them from up here because smithy placement is really buggy for some reason. So jump on your roof up here and just place it as close to the wall as you can here. There we go. And the second one as well, same place, right next to this one. You can wall this up now. You do have to crouch when you walk in there. Oh, we're missing a door frame there. So yeah, wall that up. And there you go, you got your two smithies. You can access them both. I like to put a sneaky little mortar and pestle there just in case I need to craft anything. That's completely optional though. But yeah, so that's that part done. Finish off the inside walls here. And now we're going to pull out a hatch, chuck it here, next to this window. Put your trapdoor and ladder on, and then this is your entrance to your second floor. I like to put a little ceiling here, and another door. And up here I have a couple inside turrets, but you guys can decide what you want to do with that space. But yeah, that's the entrance, but before we go up there, we've got to finish off the outside. Alright, so this area here is, I like to put my cages for my dung beetles. Chuck a door at the end. So yeah, just wall it all off. I like to chuck another vault at the end. This one doesn't need to be dropped because nothing special going on here. You guys can do whatever you want with this space. I just like to have lots of vaults because I just put all my stuff in the vaults. So yeah, nothing special with that one. Just place it normally. And now this area here is where you put your two cages. Alright, so get your cages out. There's no trick to placing these really, but luckily you can pick them up if you make a mistake. Just get them as close to the wall as you can. There we go, so you can get in here. If you can walk all the way around the cages like this, then you're all good. You can get into the vault over there, and I can get out of the room if I need to. Perfect. Just going to fly up and put the ceilings on these. Sealing it all off. Alright, let's finish off the dino storage area. Nothing special here, just remember to leave a gap for your gateway. Chuck the gateway down, and the dino gate. And we can just completely close this area off now. Let's go 4 high all the way around. Alright, there we go. The dino storage area is done. So in here I like to have 2 extra generators. One on this side. So put the ceiling 2 up, like that. You don't want to go 3 up or your generator will stick through the roof. So 2 up. Hatch frame. Hatch and a ladder. So you get up here, just wall it in. It's not too tricky. Very simple actually. Chuck your generator down. Door it off. You can use a window if you want. I just like to use a door. Wire. Cable. There you go. And I put 2 turrets here on the edge. You could also wall it off if you wanted to. And then the one on this side I like to go a little bit bigger. So same thing. 2 high. This should have been a hatch, my bad. So there we go. Hatch frame and 2 ceilings. Just like that. So wall it off, same as the last one. And the reason I do the extra square is because I like to store my pteranodon up here just to save a bit of space down there. Gets a bit packed if you have too many dinos. There we go. Just like that, we got the 2 generators in. Obviously put inside turrets wherever you want. What I do is I put 2 catwalks like this and then put some turrets on it to watch the door. Like so when you open the door the turrets will shoot out. But yeah, so that's the whole bottom part of the base built. Now we just got to build the last floor. So let's go up there now. Alright, here we go, second floor. You guys can do an open plan if you want. I just happen to like it segregated. So the first thing I'm going to do is just finish off the walls around the outside. Alright, the first thing you got to place is the grinder, because this thing is massive. Like, it takes up so much space. I just like to put it against this wall here, against the dino pen wall, because part of it will stick through the wall. It's no big deal though. So just place it like this across the dino pen wall. There we go. Alright, next thing I do is get another generator up, and I like to put it here in this corner next to the grinder. So just wall it off, chuck the generator in, same as before, door it off. There we go. That's the last generator of the base. So we've got 4 generators in total. So as for this part here, I like to have a door in this part, so then you can actually enter into the, like a little bit into here. Walls on the rest. And now we're going to drop 2 more vaults into the grinder room. There's a lot of vaults into this base. So we're going to build up a little bit so we can place them. Now both of these vaults, you want them close to that door down there. So place it like this, as close to that door as you can. Even hanging off the side a little bit for this one is fine. And for the other one, similar thing. This one doesn't need to be hanging off the side. There we go. Let's drop the vaults in. So we can get inside here. We can access this vault and this vault, and we can also access the grinder. So that's perfect. That's how we wanted it. Ceilings are on. As you can see, a little bit of the grinder sticks through the roof. The simple fix for that is just place a crop plot over it. Works for me. That's all you need really. Alright, next thing is the chem bench. I just like to place it over here near the door. Nothing special, just have it up against the wall. There we go, that'll do. Alright, next up is the industrial cooker. Now this thing is super annoying to place, I hate it. So first thing you're going to need is a pipe intersection. So get out your pipe, place it in between these dotted lines on the ceiling, line it up, and then you want to move it down so all the dots are above the pipe on the right. Just like this. Whoops. Just like that, it's looking good. Chuck your cooker on the right side. I like to get out some preserving bins next and just chuck them here. There we go. 3 preserving bins. Gonna chuck the grill now in this back corner here. Nothing special about the grill placement. Obviously just make sure it's not sticking through the wall like the industrial grill loves to do. There we go, that looks fine. We did it right. Yep, we're good. It's not sticking through the wall. And I like to wall this area off again. I love, as you can tell, I love separating all of the stuff. Just to make it slightly more annoying to raid. Get out some fridges and just line them up here. There we go, got 3, and I can still access the cooker. And what I'd like to do is, you can guess it, I like to separate off this area here, the hatch frame, with another door. And up here I put a few more turrets and some beds. You guys can put whatever you want up there, up on this little area here. So I put some turrets looking down into the room. And yeah, that's pretty much the base. So just sealing off the rest. And spam the outside with turrets and you're good. But yeah, that's it for the base build, guys. This is what my base could have looked like if I had, like, you know, a couple more months to farm. This was the end goal design. I think it's pretty good, pretty annoying to raid, since most of the stuff will be inside random vaults scattered around the base. But yeah, as always guys, if you liked the video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.